少年上映終盤よ 所無才の諸女三苦名交際集約な回避知恵で死本もあ閉塞小悪道通達全注目高僧上満足異様老人法日月集中期天候音不言一種解放像公正空読法上大集中絶法死死苦供養一切物具足習得法元礼出上慢得意三害法如仏無下知通達未不詳感覚営利投資最小層志願や効果大戦交感度航空小天人東人名経
Before my message, I would like to read Shinran Shonin's word. Please put your hands together in kansho. May there be peace in the world, and may the Buddha's teaching spread. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in this Hawaii Betsuin Sunday service. Today, I would like to talk about living together in peace and harmony. As you know, Russia invaded Ukraine. Of course, most people hope for global peace. But a lot of wars have occurred all over the world. Today, I would like to talk about why we human beings must fight each other. Also, I will talk about how we should stop the fights and how we should live together in peace and harmony. Of course, I will talk about them from the view of Shin Buddhism. When seeing human history, conflicts, fights, and wars often come up. I'm interested in history. Especially, I have recently studied about the history of Kamakura period in Japan. It is said that Yoritomo Minamoto established the government in Kamakura in 1192 and became the first shogun, was the president of the military government. After Yoritomo passed away, his eldest son became the second shogun, and the 13 influential retainers supported him. However, it was the opening of many conflicts. Soon, the second shogun was forced to step down and was assassinated. His younger brother became the third shogun, but he was also assassinated. Also, many conflicts among the retainers happened. As a result of the conflicts, the Hojo clan defeated most others and had a political initiative in the government. Even after Hojo had won, wars between Hojo and other clans often came up. Hojo clan had a lot of tribes, and even the inter-clan conflicts happened. The wars and the conflicts occurred frequently until the government was destroyed in 1333. What do you think about the period? You might feel tired because I said war, conflict, and assassination for so many times. However, there are countless fights, conflicts, and wars in not only Kamakura period, but also the whole of human history. Why do we have to fight each other? Buddhism teaches us that when pursuing the solution for any problems, first of all, we should look for the cause of the problems inside of ourselves. According to Buddhism, we all have the blind passions. They are greed, anger, and ignorance of the truth in this world. We often say, I want this, I want that, due to our greed. We desire to get even what others possess. That is, our greed is limitless. In the opposite, if things do not work out as we want, we will get angry. Due to greed and anger, we tend to take in the things that are convenient for us and to reject the things that are inconvenient for us. And we tend to be ignorant of the truth in this world. So, due to the blind passions, we tend to be selfish and to say, I am right, you are wrong, follow me. If one of us say, I am right, you are wrong, follow me, but others do not follow him or her, what will happen? Yes, the fights definitely will occur. Unfortunately, we are often controlled by our blind passions unconsciously. To not be controlled by them and to stop fights, what should we do? Shinran Shonin, the founder of Shin Buddhism, told us to take refuge in Amida Buddha and to listen to the Buddha's teachings. At Honpa Hongwanji temples, members and ministers often recite the golden chain of love. It states, I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. Please think, Amida Buddha's golden chain of love means the Buddha's limitless compassion. As the golden chain of love states, we all are connected to Amida Buddha's compassion. So, those who truly accept the Buddha's compassion can be aware of the connection with others too. If we can be aware of the connection, we can help and support each other in peace and harmony. In this way, we need to listen to Amida Buddha's teachings and should be aware that the Buddha's compassionate working is always reaching out to not only myself, but also all others. As an example, I'd like to share one of my experiences with you. One day, many years ago, I had an argument with my friends. After the argument, I was disappointed in myself because I could not get along with the friends. One day, I listened to the Dharma Message, and the third vow of Amida Buddha was introduced as a message. In the vow, the Buddha wished, even if I attain Buddhahood, those who in my parent will not be the color of gold, I will not attain the perfect enlightenment. The vow means, from the view of Amida Buddha, everyone is precious and valuable. When listening to the Dharma Message about the vow, I was impressed from the bottom of my heart. It's because those days I hated myself, but the Buddha sees that I'm always shining in gold, no matter what happens. After that, I talked about this experience with another friend. He and I often listen to the Dharma Message together. So, he is my Dharma friend. I expected that he said, "Oh, Shingo, you had a very good experience." However, he replied to me, "Hey Shingo, don't forget that Amida Buddha says not only you, but also your friends who had an argument with you are shining in gold." At first, I felt uncomfortable with his response, but after time, I realized that he was right. Amida Buddha's compassion is untiring and is always reaching out to me, Shingo. At the same time, the Buddha's compassion is reaching out to all others too, even though some of them and I hate each other. If we all are aware that the Buddha's compassion is working in all of us, we will be able to try our best to stop fighting. In this way, it's necessary to listen that all of us are connected to Amida Buddha's great compassion. Of course, even though we all are main concern of Amida Buddha's compassion, we need to try our best to get along with others. At our pledge, Gomonshu Kojun Otani, the head minister of Jodo Shinshu Hongwanji wrote as follows: breaking away from my greed, anger, and ignorance. I will try to live in peace and harmony, just like the Buddha, who shares tranquility and kindness with all. Moving forward from self-centeredness, I will share a life of joy and sorrow with others, just like the Buddha, whose caring heart always embraces us. As the Gomonshi wrote, the Buddha has no blind passions, such as greed, anger, and ignorance of the truth in this world. Of course, the Buddha has no self-centeredness and always works for others. Needless to say, the Buddha never fights with others. How about us? It's extremely difficult for us to do like the Buddha. But the Gomonshi told us that we should try to imitate the Buddha. It's very important for us to try our best to imitate the Buddha, to live together in peace and harmony. At the beginning of this message, I read Shinran Shonin's word. May there be peace in the world, and may the Buddha's teaching spread. Shinran Shonin also had his blind passions and self-centeredness. However, he was aware that we all are living in Amida Buddha's limitless compassion. That's why he could try his best to get along with others in peace and harmony. In this way, I would like to conclude that listening to the Buddha Dharma and trying our best to imitate the Buddha are very important, so that we can live together in peace and harmony. Again, thank you very much for joining in this service. Thank you very much. In closing, let us recite the Nembutsu or Namo Amida Butsu. Please put your hands together in kansho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab, 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 namandab.